Hey, welcome back, folks. So I'm sitting out here on the deck, so if there's any noises, I'll apologize in advance. I do live in a condo complex. Yeah, my Airbnb runs out on February 26th. That's been my scheduled departure date. We'll go over that. It's been a very busy week, I'll tell you why. So we got back from our honeymoon on Sunday the 10th, I believe it was. Yeah, no, Saturday night the 10th. Okay. And we were trying to unwind, and we were lying there just enjoying being married and just holding each other and things. And I just looked at my wife and says, I can't go back yet. It's not enough of a honeymoon, just less than a month. And she says, what do you say? I says, how about if I extend an extra 30 days? Yeah, I'm extending. Now let me go back through a little bit of a timeline. I came here on December 30th, 2023. Hey, I've been here since last year. Prior to that, I was trying to get packed. I was trying to get everything ready to go. I was working all the time, and I was only going to be able to get 30 days off work. So my original plan was to fly back from here on January 24th, because you've got basically 2 days of flying each way, and then you've got jet lag, those kind of things. So I couldn't get everything ready, concentrate on it, be on the road driving. So on December 13th, I says, guys, I'm done. I retired, quit my job. Yeah, probably not the most responsible thing to do, but some things are more important. And this has been very important in my life. It's the future of my life. So that gave me the opportunity from the 13th on to get everything ready to go. And there was a lot of paperwork we had to do, a lot of online things, because originally we had planned on getting married on the 21st of January. When I got here, I realized that was never going to happen, and I extended until the 27th. Well, I did a 30-day extension because my first visa upon arrival ran out on January 29th. I extended to February 27th. I booked this Airbnb until the 26th of February, and it was pretty expensive. Airbnb is not cheap. It's a decent place. I mean, we've been very comfortable living here it will have been 33 days. The first Airbnb was 25 days, and you saw that on some of the previous videos, a little rooftop studio that we had. This is much more spacious, and we're in a condo complex, so it's a little noisier. You get cars, motorcycles, kids screaming, things like that. Basketball players. Yeah, this morning, a Zumba going on. Every Saturday morning they have Zumba at the pavilion here across the way from us. That's okay. I can dig the music, just thump, whatever. Anyway, it's a condo complex. Everybody's got a thing they're trying to do. So I extended another 30 days, which meant that I lost another airline ticket. My return ticket on the 24th was non-refundable. I lost that money. My ticket on the 26th was non-refundable. I'm going to lose that one. It's money. Okay, some things are more important than money, like spending time with my wife and my stepdaughter. These things are more important to me. So we had to book another flight. I got a flight non-stop from Manila to LAX on Philippine Airlines PAL on the 28th. But what happens if something happens to the airplane? It can't leave on the 28th. And these things do happen. I'm not saying it will, but what happens if it does? So today I got my extension for 60 days. Yeah, it's a little bit more money than a 30-day extension, but better safe than sorry. So I have a 60-day extension, but I'm still planning to leave on the 28th of March. That will give us over a month of honeymoon, a month, almost 2 months of honeymoon. And then the big question came up, where do we live? Do I book another Airbnb? And this Airbnb was not booked through the whole month of March until the 29th. I could book this for the next month until the 28th of March. Like I said, we're comfortable here, but it is $850 for that month. I've already thrown away thousands in airline tickets that are non-refundable. I really didn't feel inclined to keep throwing money away. Yeah, whatever. So we went shopping around for a place to live for 6 months. Christine and Leah, my stepdaughter, have been living at Christine's parents' house, which it's okay. I mean, her parents take good care of her and things, but she has not had to be independent. So my thoughts were, if we got our own place and we lived there together for 30 days, then I'm gone for approximately 3 months, hopefully less. Fingers crossed. It's just going to depend on how fast I can sell everything. But during those 3 months, let's just maybe, that gives her and Leah an opportunity to learn how to be independent on their own. And when I return, I know where I'll be living. Where will I be living? Well, we shopped around. Unfortunately, Metro Manila is not the cheapest place to get a place to live. And any place that was decent was probably going to be outside of what my projected budget is. Now, keep in mind, I have not even filed for Social Security yet. No, I'm living off of savings right now. I put a bunch of money into my bank account before I left, and I've been drawing off of that. In fact, 2 things that need to be done when you come to the Philippines. Make sure your phone works. And I had the international calling plan with T-Mobile the first month. I had data, and of course most of the time I'm on Wi-Fi because I'm either at mom's house or at the Airbnb, and everything was working fine. And then I renewed it for an additional 30 days when I decided to extend. Then my data didn't work. But we were getting close to our wedding date, and we were so busy doing things. As long as I was on Wi-Fi, I could use my phone, but that's not really choice. And then we had the honeymoon, and I just didn't have time to do this. So I was up until 4 a.m. on Monday night. Tuesday morning, I was up till 4 a.m. talking to AT&T, T-Mobile, old habits, T-Mobile, trying to get my phone to work again. I finally got it to work. Why did I have to call them, get it to work? Because the second thing you have to do is make sure you can get money here. So as a test, I'd been using a couple of times, I'd use my ATM card at different places, different malls or whatever. It worked, okay, but you can only get 10,000 pesos, which is a little less than $200 at a time. Now, when I get moved over here, I will have to draw money from my bank account for my Social Security and any other savings I still have in my checking account back in the States. I will need to get it here to pay my bills. So, like some of the other bloggers, Mike and Paul, go look at their channels. I reference them all the time. They're really good go-to people for information. They both said the same thing. Make sure your phone works. Make sure you have a method to get money here. So I was trying to do a remit get money from my bank to here, to Christine's bank account, and I was using Remitly, and I kept getting an error message saying your bank is not releasing the money. So I had to call the bank. I had to call the corporate headquarters, but number one, my phone wasn't working, so I was up till 4 a.m. getting that to work. And then because of the fact there's a 12 to 13 hour time difference between here and there, it was necessary to be up all night getting everything working. And there were some complications with this whole phone thing, and that's why I was up till 4 a.m. I didn't get much sleep. Tuesday night I was up until 2 a.m. Working with my bank to make sure that these remits come through. Right after that, Remitly let me know that the money was on its way. Yay! Okay, so a couple $1,000. That hit Christine's bank Friday. Okay, so it hit. Today's Saturday, the 17th. Tomorrow's 2-week anniversary of our wedding. But so now I've got money that's coming. So then I tried World Remit, and that never has worked. So I'm scratching that. I'm just going to keep that off the side, maybe in a future date if I have to. But I decided to get some more money from Western Union, so I downloaded the Western Union app, got it set up, got money coming. I just got the email a few hours ago, says your money's on the move, so that'll be here Monday or Tuesday. But you always want to make sure that your phone works. So, and I'm on an international calling plan. I can get an eSIM, and when I get back here, I will get another eSIM for Globe, probably the local phone service here, and then I can just switch from one SIM to the other on my phone, and then I can call locally on the local SIM, or I can call internationally on the T-Mobile SIM. I'll continue paying for the international calling for 6 months, and then I'm killing the T-Mobile service altogether. In that 6-month time, if I can't tell everybody that, hey, you need to call me on this Philippine number, or through Messenger or WhatsApp or Viber, that's how I'm communicating with everybody now anyway, and FaceTime if they have an iPhone. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get everybody used to that. Okay, communication is not a problem. Money transfer now is not a problem. So I've accomplished what I needed to accomplish. Now I feel confident when I come back here for good, permanent, everything's going to work. So I was busy doing all that this week, and we were trying to think, where are we going to live? So we went shopping for apartments, condos, houses, duplexes. The places that were in my projected budget, they were not some of the better places. There was a brand new duplex. We were told through word of mouth that this would be within my budget. We get there, that's got a phone number up on the gate saying, call this number. So we called it. The lady that answered, she didn't know anything about it. So we even looked here in this condo complex. There was a tandem unit that's 2 units that they knocked the center wall out, made 101 square meter, which is about 1,100 square feet, 3-bedroom unit. We went over and looked at that on Thursday. They wanted $5.5 million for that, 5.5, which is roughly $100,000. I don't have $100,000 in my savings, and even if I did, I don't think I'd touch that right now. But we had other people that said that we could come up with that money, so we looked at it just as as an option. But we walked in there, and the place was going to take at least $10,000 US, maybe more, just to renovate it and fix things, and it just says it's not worth that to me. So we were talking to the realtor, and again, this was here in this complex, this different building over here. she says, well, I've got a couple of units that are available for rent. Really? So we walk back over here to this building, and 2 doors down, right here behind me, there was a little 49 square meter 2-bedroom that's for rent. Awesome. But prior to that, we had looked at a new condo complex. In fact, they're still building another tower in there. I call it tower. There's six floors. These here are 5. So, mid-rise condos. And it was basically a brand new place. The owner had been living there for 6 months. He was flying back to Canada. It was available. They wanted 30,000 pesos, which is about $545 a month. To rent that is 49 square meters. I don't know, they're just stuck on 49 or 50 square meters, right? It's the Philippines. You learn to live on less space and enjoy it. This place here that we're in is 66 square meters, about 700 square feet. We make that work. It works good. We will make the 49 square meter place work. But they wanted 30,000, like I said, 545 US, and another 3,000 pesos for parking. Parking is a premium in the Philippines. You need to have a place to park if you drive, or even if you ride a scooter or a motorcycle. We've been borrowing a car, so we need a parking spot. This place here has one down the basement. It comes with the Airbnb. It's been very convenient. We've been using Mom and Dad's little Toyota Vios. Great little car. I've actually fallen in love with the car. It's so easy to handle, and it's 5-speed, and it's 1.3 liter. It's zippy enough to get around in the traffic we got here, and it's more maneuverable, so you can get in and out of traffic. But we were going to continue using it for the next 30 days, and we needed parking. And if anybody comes to visit us, there's no parking for them. So I figured even when I'm gone, then if I have a parking spot, visitors can park in our parking spot. Problem solved. But when we looked at this place here behind us, it had just been renovated about 6 months ago. In fact, I talked to the lady that had been living there. She's an American. Well, she's a Filipino, but she's an American citizen. She was over here. Her mother had been ill, and she was taking care of her. And then her sister in Australia got sick, so she was going to be leaving, and she just barely vacated, so the place just came up. It hasn't even been listed or anything. And the realtor told us 20K. So on the 26th, we're moving into that, 2 doors down. All right, so a lot of things happening. I'm rambling. I'll show you a quick clip of how close the other place is, and then when we move in, I will show the place before we get all of our junk in there and stuff, and it gets crowded. Busy time. I'm supposed to be retired. Now, when I get back, we'll be pulling, Leah will be in school until June, and we would like to move to Pampanga, Angeles, whatever you want to call it. We are going up there 2 weeks. We're going to spend some time with my kuya. Kuya in Tagalog means older brother. Well, he's been the kuya of the family. He's the oldest of the siblings. And I told him when we came over here, look, you've always been the kuya. You'll still be the kuya. I'm just the old AFAM, American foreigner in Manila. So anyway, we have a younger foreigner, younger AFAM. He's married to Christine's youngest sister. They're in Boracay right now. Ah, you lucky dogs. They have a house, and they rent that house, and it's available right now. If it wasn't for the fact that we'd have to pull Leah out of school, I'd be there yesterday. Beautiful house. It's in my budget on family discount. But we are going to look at some other things when we go up there in 2 weeks. When I get back, I'm planning to seriously find me a place in Pampanga, which is north of Manila. It's the province north. and maybe Zambales, which is the province that's southwest of Angeles City towards Subic Bay. But probably Pampanga, and there's several large towns in Pampanga. There's San Fernando, there's Mexico. Hey, let's move to Mexico. And then there's Angeles City, but there's an emerging city, Clark, is what they call it, the Clark area, and it's around Clark Air Force Base, the former Clark Air Force Base, where Clark International Airport is now, and it's a Freeport Center, a lot of things going on up in Clark, and that's kind of an emerging area. So we want to look at all of that from San Fernando all the way to Clark, and we'll see what happens. When I get back, I'm hoping that my house in the United States will have sold. I will have a lot of money in the account. I can go buy a place or have one built. If I have one built, we'll rent a place for a year while the new house is being built. So, there's a lot of possibilities. I thought I was retired and was supposed to sit back. No. My life is one continuous, fast-paced journey. So, stick with me, and I'll show you this how close this other place is. And love y'all. We'll catch you later. Okay, so it's Saturday night here at the little condo, and just gonna give you a little pan around. Basketball, big thing. So here's my deck. I'll show you. It's a small little deck. I'm not gonna make the same jokes again, but anyway. And the new place that we're moving to, there's one door, and there's a second door. That's unit 303, future home. It's going to be a tough move, all 2 doors down. Yeah, I'll throw some pictures in. Sorry, wrong way. I'll throw some pictures in. We won't have a deck at the new place. Oh well.